Hello and welcome to another episode of Interview with a Schizophrenic. I'm your host, Duncan Samra Singer, and today I am introducing season 2 of Interview with a Schizophrenic. Um, I think the last episode that I produced was back in April 2021. Um, it was a combination of about 1.25 years of work. We produced about 34 episodes. And I'm quite proud of the result. I've had some good feedback on YouTube. People have said they liked it, and what especially excites me is when fellow schizophrenics have said that it's helped them. It's been kind of like a nice thing to listen to, something that's relevant to them, because we don't really have many voices out there in the schizophrenic community where we can listen and we can learn and we can relate and we can, maybe it brings us up or brings us down, but as long as it creates some sort of emotional reaction, I think that's good. um it's been a while since I have created an episode, and the reasons for that, I found it quite tough going. I did find it quite draining, and it did affect me mentally and emotionally. I think perhaps being empathizing with my guest a little bit too much, and it did affect me. I will be honest. So so if I'm reflecting back now, I think I want to remain a little bit more detached, a little bit more of an observer and a listener, and try to engage a little bit less than I was before, um, just so that I can stay the course, because I've I've got to maintain myself as well. And if I'm going too deeply with the guest, it does affect me. I have a schizophrenia diagnosis myself. I've been living with the condition for over 20 years. I still hallucinate daily. Um, I do work as well. I started a new job recently, and that's all going great. And I can cope generally in the real world. I guess because I've got the experience now. I've got wisdom from experience, which allows me to cope. And I do feel that one message that this podcast sends out is that we can cope in the real world, and that have we can achieve what we want to achieve in our lives. You know, I think it is possible. I think it's important that we do have role models. And I think that myself and the guests that I've had on are all role models for people with schizophrenia and those types of conditions. I think that's important, because I do recall when I was a service user going to a day center, I was a bit upset because I thought, I want to look to something. I want to look to someone who's made it and is doing well and living a strong life. And I want to look up to that person. And it's very thin on the ground. It's even in the media. Celebrities don't often come out saying they've got schizophrenia. It's very rare. Bipolar disorder, yeah, it's kind of trendy, and many people say they've got that. I'm not I'm not putting that condition down, because I know it's a psychotic condition and it's very serious as well. But I think schizophrenia has got a bad image. So that's one part of the purpose of this show, is to minimize the stigma. We want to defeat the stigma of schizophrenia type disorders. We want to show that we're normal people coping something with that is pretty difficult to live with. And I think that's all we want to do. We live in a modern world now. We're constantly bombarded with media, and I think, and also in the modern world, there's a lot of opportunities for us to enjoy life, and I just want people with schizophrenia type disorders to have that chance, to have the opportunity. If they want to succeed in their career, or if they want to succeed in any endeavor which they wish, I think they should be allowed to do so. I personally, I think there should be a lot more support out there. There should be a lot more education in the medical system, that people with schizophrenia can actually recover to a state where they can lead a good life. I don't think we should just be left alone, and just to stagnate, because I think we have a lot to offer, and I also do believe there's more to meet the eye to schizophrenia than a simple chemical imbalance. That's my personal opinion, but I think there's more to than meets the eye to it. I'm not saying that we all should become shamans, but what I'm saying is that we do go through an experience which is unusual. It tends to the extremes of human experience. So I think we do have something valuable to contribute, and each story and each episode is a valuable contribution. Um, so yeah, so I'm really buzzed to keep making episodes. I've got a few more guests lined up. Um, it's going to be fantastic to hear their stories. And I really, if you're listening to the show, I'd really love your feedback. I'd really love to hear your comments. Because it does help me. It guides me in a direction that I want to go into. Because like I said, I've reflected and I'm going to be a bit more detached. But I really like your feedback as well, because that's what the community's there for. So that's pretty much all I want to say. I've got an interview lined up for the next few days. That'll be published soon. I really hope you enjoyed the new series. It will keep us going as long as I feel it is naturally, is as long as it's natural life. Maybe I'll take another break and then reflect again. But I think I'm really excited to produce this new season, and I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, thank you.